The Vice President of Operations for the Tampa International Airport joined Morning Rush earlier today, and he highlighted the important things to remember before heading to the airport, besides just getting there extra early.
And then just be kind. Everybody wants to get you where you want to go, and delays and slowdowns are inevitable in some cases, although we do our best to make sure they don't happen. So a little bit of kindness goes a long way, especially this time of year.
Well, Thanksgiving, it is such a wonderful time, right? To catch up with family and with friends. We want everything to be joyful, but okay, let's be honest, it is not always that way. In fact, oftentimes it can be a little testy.
It gets a little testy, gets a little dicey. Some of us are actually bracing for that dreaded family reunion drama. You want to avoid it. Let's just hope it doesn't get as intense as the holiday episode from FX's hit TV show. I love this, The Bear. Check this out.
I'm just gonna borrow for a second. I just need it for 1 second.
Come on, dude.
Yo. Michael. Hey, Michael.
Threw the fork, Lee.
Michael.
See what I did? I threw the fork. Tiff.
Please.
Shh. Oh, hey, you're scaring the normals. This is fine. This is nothing. It's nothing.
First of all, I love this show, and the way that it was so funny, and then it just got serious so quick, which I think
that's how it goes.
Exactly, right? How it goes.
That's exactly how it goes. You know, if this has happened in your family.
Right.
Well, national etiquette expert Diane Gottsman joining us live, the owner of the Protocol School of Texas. So this time of year, I think some of us forget our manners, right? And it's important. Go ahead.
It's always best to be prepared. So whether we have great manners or whether we're ready to jump in the ring, we have to know that at this holiday table or at this gathering, our role as a good guest is to make our host glad that they invited us to the party.
Okay, so come with some thankfulness,
and be quiet.
With some gratitude. Don't start a fight. But I mean, let me ask you, because I think a lot of us have been talking about this, especially since the pandemic. You know, people's patience is kind of at what seems like an all-time low. You know, having a hard time on kind of just controlling emotions that come up. It seems like it's gotten harder. So what are your tips or recommendations for navigating that kind of a situation? When you know you're going to be tested, you say prepare, but how?
So the host can lead the way when they sit down for the meal, or even when they're mixing and mingling before the meal. They can make a toast and say, I'm so happy you're all together. I'm looking forward to making some wonderful memories together. So that's the key. So they let their guests know what they expect, and then come to the table. All of us, we should come to the table with some conversation starters. So we're going to avoid any hot topics. If it gets rough, and you know, we know it's going to, I have a few ideas right here. These are little place cards, little festive place cards. You can make them, you can buy them, but have them ready as the host. This one says, tell me about your worst vacation, but keep it funny. What's your favorite holiday memory? What's your best food that grandma used to make? So we're ready. So when we have to divert that conversation, we have a way to do it. And then if we want to be great conversationalists, we have to listen more than we speak. It's not about closing a deal. If you're trying to sell something to someone, that's not the time to do it. It's not about proving a point. So listen thoughtfully, listen intentionally, and then ask questions. And again, it's not about being right. It's about being conversational.
Let me just say this. When you're in a family dynamics just throw everything out the window, right? The host, maybe you're going home to your family home that you grew up in. And I feel like when family members get together, they fit right back into those familiar roles.
Totally.
That it's very difficult to get past some of these things. By the way, the host could be the toxic one who brings up all of these.
That's right.
All of these issues. And I think we all need to take a step back sometimes and remember why we're there. And if you feel like you're there out of obligation, maybe you just shouldn't go. Is there a way to like back out of a family event if you feel like, hey, this isn't going to be good for me?
I think that you have to be honest. If you know you do not want to go, you are going to be miserable. And worse, or you're going to make it miserable for everyone else, just bow out. Just say, listen, I'm going to pass this Thursday. You know, Thanksgiving is tomorrow. I'm going to pass, but I'm going to see you after the holidays. So if we're family, we have to be able to be honest with each other and understanding of each other's feelings. But you're right, we revert back to sibling rivalries, but it's up to us as adults to come to the table as adults. And when it gets hot and heated, if someone needs to get up and take a break, everyone else should be understanding of that and welcome them back to the table when they arrive. Or the host can, and if it is the host, it could be any of us, but it's all of our responsibilities to be kind, to be respectful, and to show goodwill to all of our family members, friends, guests sitting at the table or at that holiday party.
I mean, by the way, this is a big one, because when I was thinking ahead of this segment in this conversation, I had seen that 51% of Gen Zers, they skipped their family gatherings because they just don't really want to deal with it altogether. So quite a lot of people are kind of in that position. Before we let you go, it comes up a lot, and you touched on this, but let's say politics. You get there, and I loved the idea about the conversation starters and having that. What a great tip to be able to have that at the table.
You could twist any of those into talking about something that
else,
could be controversial.
But if it comes up, I mean, what is a polite way to pivot out of that?
So if it comes up and you can do it and you can do it respectfully, I'm not saying that 100% of the time you have to get out of it, but most often it's troublesome. So you can just say, I think we need to table this topic. It's getting heated. This isn't the spirit of the season or honoring our host. If it's the host, we can say, listen, I'm uncomfortable with this. I suggest we change the subject. We're adults. We can verbalize kindly and respectfully. It's all about our tone of voice and the message that we're sending, the way that we're doing it. So just be honest about it and just ask respectfully to change the conversation or change it. Just say, okay, stop. We're going to talk about something else. Yeah. It's okay. It's aggressive.
Okay.
Pass the mashed potatoes.
I'm going to be like, that's not the spirit of the season. I like that. I'm going to use that one.
Diane Gottsman from the Protocol School of Texas, thanks so much for that insight. I think it's important for all of us to remember.
Have a great Thanksgiving.
Thank you. Happy holidays.
And the thing too is, I feel like if you do make a mistake, because we're all human, right? Sometimes you say something and you're like, oh, I shouldn't have said that.
Right.
Just say sorry.
Yeah.
Don't let it linger, right? And then for Christmas or for Hanukkah or whatever you celebrate, then there's a standoff. Just say sorry.
A lot of it has to do with ego. We just got to let it go.
It does.
Let it go, and it's all good.
And with our families, we're the most comfortable, and that oftentimes can lead
to
a
little easier,
some anger and some uncomfortable moments.
Well, here's to hoping that we could use these tips as we gather around the table and have hopefully a nice
take a deep breath.
Take a deep breath. We'll be taking breaths.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, coming up.